Hey guys, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. Orange County's real estate market remains insane. I'll be right back with a closer look. As many of you know, every couple of weeks, Stephen Thomas comes out with a tremendous market report for Orange County's real estate market, letting us know what's going on. This report, as you can see, is talking about the drought, the desert that our listings and our sellers are not coming to the market. So as you can see behind me, it is dry when it comes to sellers. It's tremendously wet in the weather. We're supposed to get a big storm this weekend. I'll still be out there working, but right now we need more sellers. Now, we have had an 8-year drought when it comes to sellers. They've really just backed off. We're seeing that in all ends of the market, but it's really getting worse now. What I've seen out there, now I just got off the phone with Steven. I want to double check what I'm seeing to what his report is saying, what he's seeing, is a lot of these sellers are out there thinking about buying new homes. They're out looking at new homes. Some are, but they're not willing to list their home until they find a new home. It's kind of making it difficult because then they don't want to sell before they've identified a new property. That's really creating a bit of a problem in the market that I'm seeing with folks who want to qualify to buy, but they don't want to list. It's really something we all need to deal with. You got to try to steer them away from that a little bit, or you can try to get them to list it with the advent that they've got an exclusion if they can't find a home. Certainly that'll make the deal problem for the buyer, but something you got to consider. Hey, this chart right here on the bottom is very interesting. I'll bring that up. Stephen looks at how long folks stay in their homes. It's very interesting. The very top one, the 10-year level, is at Ladera Ranch, the top one, the shortest. Next one kind of makes sense. Laguna Woods, retirement area. Obviously, there's always a limitation there to how long people are in those homes. And that brings us all the way to the bottom here at 41 years, and that is La Palma. You can really see a divide in this chart where it's the newer areas at the top, much shorter time periods, much quicker turnaround. The bottom areas, much longer time where folks stay in their homes. Heck, my dad's in his home 50 years now in Orange, and those older areas of the county, certainly folks are staying in longer. Now the next page here covers the active inventory. That's what we need, these listings, the homes on the market. In the last 2 weeks, that has jumped by 128 homes, only 3%, but since the beginning of the year, it's only increased about 377 properties. That's less than we've been seeing in the past, but that brings us currently to a number of 4,448 homes. And a lot of that is being brought down by the fact we've had such a big, huge jump in the demand, and currently the demand is really hot. We saw a huge jump. The last report in the last 2 weeks, which is this report, we've jumped another 25%. That's an increase of 473 escrows to where we're at now at 2,403 escrows. And once again, escrows are the indicator of what's currently hot and what's happening in the market. Finally, he does cover a little bit on the luxury end. Real quickly, the luxury end, about $1.25 million, $1.5 million on up. And he says that's hot in both the demand and the inventory. You've got 55 more escrows in that area, which is the demand, and then you have 81 more listings both in the last 2 weeks. So that's another side of the report here covering the luxury. Now here on the next page of the report, we cover the highlights of what's going on there. I'm just going to cover a few, the ones that I didn't cover in the original report, and that is the average list price for all homes in Orange County remained at 1.6 million. There's a real mix of the market, but a lot of them are at the higher end. That's putting it 1.6 on the average. That's amazing. Next, we have the expected time on market, and that has dropped in the last couple of weeks from 67 days down to 56 days. In just 2 weeks, it dropped by 11 days. And that is definitely a seller's market. As we know, it's a huge seller's market. And finally, there were 1,905 closed sales for the month of January 2017, and that is a 33% drop from December, but more than the 1,859 closed sales that we saw a year ago in January. So we're doing a little bit better than a year ago, but we had a big drop from December. It just kind of covers the report here for you. I want to go over that in a little bit. Now, this report is fantastic. The back's got all kinds of charts and graphs and tables, and you can always get that over at reportsonhousing.com. Stephen's great. It's been around for decades. He does a really nice job with this. He's an economist. He's a numbers guy. But hey, we're heading into probably a rainy and wet weekend. I look forward to being here for you. I'm getting more and more calls. I love that. We're getting those buyers ready to go. We're getting them in escrow. You can reach me at any time at 949-689-5626. Also, go over to my website at www.mikemunzing.com and go over to my online application. It's a PDF. You can download it. I have it in my phone. I can email it to any client at any time, whether I'm on the road or whatever. You can drop that into your phone so you can get it right over to these buyers, and let's get them approved and get them going quickly so we get more transactions and just really make an amazing 2017. Well, have a great weekend once again. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this beautiful country, exciting times we live in, and let's have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Money, 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 money.